Hello and welcome to the Ball Players. What is to be our Rhine Fortress map. A custom map by Son of Ares. Build a large city along the side of the Rhine River and defend it from increasingly difficult incursions. Farming will be challenging on the western side, as their natives could get in your way and need to be encouraged to let you farm there. Beware that those who would, however, disagree with the notion of being civilized. There is a 30-year time limit on the scenario, and things really heat up after 25 years, so be prepared to fight hard to defend what you've built up. No culture goal in this scenario. I'm decent, but far from an expert. I believe it's very beatable and very hard, but please put a comment if this is not the case. Now, what's the map got to offer? It's got some farmland here. It's got tons of farmland on the north bank of the Rhine. I think I see a tuft there. But otherwise, there's not much food. There are no fishies. So we're going to need to make everything run off of this. And admittedly, the much more generous this. The problem with this food is getting it across the river to feed everyone. What else has the map got to offer? And actually, let me pause that. There we go. What else has the map got to offer? Invasion possible points. 1, 2, 3. Let's just call this whole side 4. And 5. Where will they come from? Who knows? In terms of resources, 3 food, so we can set up our own patricians. Clay, iron, timber. Noticeably not oil or wine. And not marble. But everything else. So we can have as many medium insulae as we would like. I suppose if we could do 2 foods, we could also have as many grand insulae as we would like. Maybe. Depending on how much oil there is available. Let's go have a look. There is a sea trade route that buys oil, fruit, and weapons. There is a land trade route that buys clay and weapons and pottery. There is a land trade route that buys pottery and wood and marble, but we can't make marble, so there's a land trade route that buys wheat and fruit, and there's a land trade route that buys furniture and iron and wine. So we can do some import-export wine and oil. The wine can be by land, the oil has to be by sea. We can make a spectacular amount of weapons to sell. That should probably be the first port of call. Weapons are almost always the best, the most profitable thing to start selling with. Let's get to it. Now, if we're going to do this little area first, let's call that so I definitely want that. Then I definitely want 2 around you. 2 around you. Actually, I need 3 around you because we need the road. Okay. We're going to want the dock here. Then how far out do I want this to go? Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is unfortunate for the existing road, but sucks to be it. 1, 2, You're sick of always seeing Lindum? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a very specific gripe to have. But yes, almost everyone puts things in Lutetia and London. These two are the popular ones to put places in over here. Now I'm going to want a house. Hopefully one of them merges. And then that can power this loop, which will run pottery and the dock. And also this loop, which will do weapons and maybe some wood cutting. We'll see. Now I need space for some totally not slave laborers. Cut out a bit of a square. And make Tent City. Now, nice thing about this map, it's northern. We won't have to worry about prefects. We only have to worry about people dying and buildings falling down. Make sure to set our wage to a sensible amount if it doesn't start that way. Haven't checked that out. And turn down tax. I like 8. 8 is enough to do a decent gift a year. No need to be throwing too much of our money at Caesar. Oh, slow down. Loads of start. There is a fair bit of starting dosh. And there is absurd money to make, at least at the moment, based on how many weapons we can export. Absurd. The real trouble is going to be moving the food around. Almost all the food is up here on the wrong side of the river. And it's going to be a lot of work to move it to the wrong side of the river. Well, to the right side of the river to have people. To the wrong side of the river to not occupy the land that needs to be making the food. This would be a considerably easier map in Augustus, where you can do the whole off-roading food, and there's bonuses to how much food a cart pusher can move, and all the other things that make me scoff at Augustus. You come down to there. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you come down to here. Then I want the dock to be here. Any limits on housing evolution? I didn't check out if there's both kinds of wine. There's certainly one kind of wine. No, we can have 2 kinds of wine, so we're fine. And there was oil. Everything else was available. At least unless there's no hippodrome. No, there's a hippodrome. It looks like everything that we could need to build stuff up is here. Let's cut away another little square to use to run some temples so the gods don't get too grumpy with me, as they are wont to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stupid rocks. You'd almost think it's a Marek map. Okay, and we have enough people that we can start doing other things as well. So here, warehouse. Oh my god, another rock. There is actually quite a suitable point. So sure. You accept. For the moment, this and that. We can set up those, even though they're the lower value ones. Clay pit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Memory says that was enough. This needs 2. This needs 2. And this could also accept 3 extra clay. But everything else is... Well, actually that one's not too far away. 1. Make sure it's not touching that bit of road. And clay is low value anyway, so I don't really want to export more of it. Like, my workforce is better used elsewhere. No, one more square across. That'll do. More workers, please. Carve out some more space. More workers, please. There's a rock getting in the way of some of that, but we'll live. Okay. That should do for the moment. Caesar immediately wants weapons. Wait till we're non-negative. And because you're accepting clay, that's all well and good. Save up enough to get our temples going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to no explodey building. Actually, it fits there quite neatly. And the workshops that go with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2. I need 2 more. And unfortunately, they don't fit neatly. So one's going to have to take up some space over here. That looks like it will work. Although it's going to chew up more workers than I currently have. So we will tell it to wait a second. Why can't I tell you to wait? Oh, I can't tell you to wait because you haven't sent out your workers yet. Now I can tell you to... There we go. I need this number to be hitting about 80, then we'll turn it on. Rome immediately pays more wages. But it's only one extra. That's not that bad. And we're hitting 80, so we can turn on those. This. And now let's open that trade route. So I wanted one that sold... I want both of these, but we'll start with this one because it also lets me sell the clay. Export all of it. Export all of it. There's already an attack on the way. So we need to set up a military as well. We need a military as well, quickly. 1, 2, 1. This one could be nice and extra long. Wait for this one to be filling up. If we want a military, do I want the military over here? No, I think all of this is going to be used for weapons. Like 100% of that's going to be weapons. What we could do is set up the this one that's going to be farm to sell to that place that wanted all the farm food. Have I screwed that up? No, I've done that perfectly by eye, accidentally. I mean, pure skill. Like that. And as this fills up, we can start making the weapons one. Actually, for now, just that. Yep, there's our bailout money. It's a nice, sizable, like 1,500 bailout money as well. And if that's the case, let's open this second one. And sell these as well. The rest can wait. We're about to hit 750, so we need another set of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Ah, you're 4. 5. Now, somewhere was gonna buy. You do. Yep, put us back into debt. But it lets us export that. Yeah, Caesar. I know. Thank you, Mercury. And this one exists happily, so we can set up that as well. So what I wanted here was barracks. Not explodey building. Very good. To start the weapons industry. And we need a warehouse for the weapons. Why does it... Okay, it's just being silly. I was like, I haven't deleted that building. Weapons. And then matching weapons. Making. Now, how many was it? 40? They'll purchase 40. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So that's all of it. The thing is, we wanted to squeeze in some for sale as well. So shove you in as well. Eight, 16, 24, 32, 40. And we make sure this doesn't explode. Because that would be very awkward, and it looks like they're about to do that. Yes, increasingly so. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize we blocked the road to Rome. You move up 1 square. Yeah. I see, I agree. No need to go nuts. I'll actually build 2 and delete 1. Once it's done a lap. That road also shouldn't exist for the moment. Alright, and then we need units. This is going to make units. Let's chuck... something here, near where we make money. Okay, I'll dig away a little bit more to fit it here. If I have to. Yeah, we know. Now, we can start making even more people. So that we can set up wood export and maybe import-export for wine and or oil. You're going to come a bit later. Make sure that we've set this as export. not liking that red. But I think now that the weapons are pouring out, we'll be okay. The weapon trade donkeys will come and eat that up, and we'll be rich. I think. Maybe with an idea on how the difficulty could be tweaked? Well, we'll see. I know you don't like max military stuff, and I don't really like it either. Having to spam towers everywhere is a bit... I should add in a academy. Yeah. We're in debt again. And then... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can set up the one that's going to sell food to this place. It's not going to be a huge earner, but it's better than not making money. So we can take 3 fruit and 5 wheat. Fruit. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 wheat. Although I'm going to want another warehouse. Wheat. 1. Oh my god, there's a Marek rock. Get rid of it. 1, 2. Three. 4. And it looks like we don't get to have our 5th one. But this chews up a whole lot of the unemployed and starts making a little bit of extra money. What else can we do? We can yoink these over here and start setting up a legionary as well. Like that. And the last thing is we could sell overseas, which will let us sell just a little bit extra of the weapons, which means I actually need to make 2 more weapons. I need 2 more weapons make. 1, 2. And I guess that means I'm not selling any of this now. Yes. Fine. Here, the road to Rome is not blocked. God. 6. Yep, that's in a perfect ratio. You know what? That is enough for the moment. Making money is also important. Okay. If I was going to add in anything, it would be furniture. And it would probably want to be about here. So, tree.
I've heard there are jobs here. I want to be
Cheers,
a
thank you
lion tamer.
kindly for the follow, Jake. How am I going to do that? It's like I obviously want it to be approximately like that, but I don't want it to touch there. And then 2. And then this is going to need a workforce. Surely one of those will merge. Chuck down a... no explodey. Chuck down its warehouse. This is going to be furniture. Furniture was... yep. And then 3 sets of that, but until this is filled in, let's leave that alone. Make sure that we've indicated that the foodstuffs are for sale. I have not. I'm an idiot. Export. Export. Not import. Export. Good. Now the trade donkeys will eat these up as well. And we're back in the green. You love to see it. I don't have enough workers to run 3 sets of woodworks, so we import another... oh my gosh, there's a rock in the way. Marek rock! You know what? I'm going to live with this being slightly shorter than the others. And then don't close the end so people can walk in. But we do want this and this. There we go. That should give us enough workforce to run what's going to be woodworks here. One of them did merge, kill the other. And then set up the woodworks. 1, 2, 3. How many can we sell? Yep, 8, 16, 24. Nowhere else by land, and nowhere by sea. So that's all good. And it needs matching workshops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do. And still keeps everything relatively central so the donkeys don't have to play network too much. American is bloody rocks. It makes you do something other than make plain old rectangular blocks. I get why he's doing it. Because otherwise, it's too lazy and easy just to make boring old rectangular blocks everywhere. You need to yoink these back across again. I need to say to have at least 8 on hand, probably. But what I could also do is make another... you know what? Actually, let's solve that way. You come here. And then this can fetch these. So that you aren't playing double duty. I would like to set up another one of this. This was an invasion possible point, and so was this. So I'd like to set it up sort of over here. You know what? I like up there. I can't ever imagine wanting to use this space for anything else. Though I can imagine wanting to use this space. The way I'm thinking about it at the moment is this is all going to run boring old low-level housing here. And that this will one day become, instead of trade zone, patrician farms, and the patricians will live sort of vaguely here. That is the plan. Give me my weapons, screams Caesar. Fine, I'll keep slightly more than 8 on hand. Oh yes, where was gonna buy wood? I could have been making more money. You only buy 15 wood now. Well, we could make 15 wood, so... this can also have wood, and that means we can have 2 extra of you. And then I would like to build a bridge across here, and start making pottery over here to sell to this native. Because that native should be printing money for us. I'm leaving money on the table by not trading with that native. here looks like a nice place to cross. Maybe there. Yeah, there looks like it works. Nope, not the bridge. And how far away does your native zone of influence cause me problems? So like that would work relatively well. Yeah, something like that. We need a house to power it all. Surely one of those merges. And then once I'm sure those people are moving in, then I could do these ones. But do I even need to? How much do I think you're going to buy a year? Probably 2 to 3 sets of them. So that's 90 people, 100 people. So yeah, I do need a little more. Probably about that many. I've got to be careful that I don't cut off the road to Rome here, so let's do that to stop that ever being a problem. Okay, you grab this, you deliver it down to the... You maybe want to deliver it down to the barracks, please? So that the barracks can do their thing? No, you want to fetch a second set. Okay. Now the barracks? There we go. Now, did this... Yep, it merged. Beautiful. Can't ask for anything more. Here, engineer post, shove it in the corner. And then we set up exporting to you. Which means we ruin your beautiful trees. We check how... So I want to tame preferably 4 of these at the moment. So like here, 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 here. That loop for now. Make sure they're nice and tame. That could actually be a farm eventually. So could that. So could that. I want to be taking up a space that can't be farm. This can't be farm, so go there. And then once they're nice and tamed, we can start building this, which is... Wait for them to be tamed. Come on, you've got to tame this guy. We've got lion tamers and native tamers. It's really insisting on not going the full loop. There we go. Natives tamed. This cut away. Build the warehouse as close to here as possible. This accepts pottery. And we make 3 sets of pottery to sell to these guys. Clay, clay, clay. Now this might be too much. We'll see. I can always delete away some later if it's massive. Over production. 1, 2, 3. And the population's getting high enough that I need another set of gods. There's no more space in my existing god ghetto. And because of that rock, I can't really expand it out. Unless I delete you temporarily. 2, 3, 4. 5. That buys us a little bit more time. Although we're basically at that population number anyway. Caesar says, where's my weapons? Here, have some weapons. I wouldn't mind a set of legionnaires over here as well. Let's cut a bit of a hole in here and see what we can fit. Yeah, that looks good. And then I probably want one set of legionaries approximately here to guard for this, and one set over on here to guard this side. Can we build a second bridge? Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm going to do that. Get rid of this one, move it over here, so that this can be a walkway. And then see if I can't fit the fort over here. And then maybe one here, like I said. There is a teeny tiny bit of farmland there. And I shouldn't turn my nose up at that farmland either. We need every bit of farmland we can get on this side of the river. So maybe I chuck it there instead. Once we have some more money. No sense unnecessarily going into debt and making Caesar angry, especially when it's at the end of the year. I might as well make him angry at us in the new year. The idea being that you lose extra favor if you're in debt across the turn of the year. So by waiting 3 months for this, I minimize some favor loss. Looks like we have enough on hand to send him the second set of weapons. We'll send him a little bit of a gift. This isn't quite working as well as I would like, so swap to have one that accepts nothing but furniture and one that accepts nothing but the timber. Did I not mark the timber as sellable? That's my mistake. And we need to set this as sellable as well. There we go. Oops! That's why they switched to the Julian calendar, to stop us performing such tricks of accountancy. Alright. Next what? I wanted one more of these, and I wanted it sort of vaguely over here. As long as it wasn't going to piss off. Actually, there looks really good. That's not inside the range of the other native, right? Yes. Beautiful. So now I've got max military at least queued up, if not set up. Speaking of max military, let's clear some ground. You exist here. You exist here. You exist here. Oh, they weren't where I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be up here. Okay. Okay. Could you go where I told you? Same with you. And the one set of legionaries is easily enough. Cool. Donkeys begin hoovering up the furniture and wood. And how are the native export industry? If anything, it looks like I could slightly up the native export industry. So... check that that isn't inside their zone of unhappiness. No, that's all safe. Yes, there is a native export industry. In the middle of native farmland. Now, speaking of native farmland... it's about time that we start setting up actual farming here. So, goodbye every single tree. I need to know how many farms I can fit in here. Goodbye. Not quite every tree here. Only most of the trees. Leave these in case we want to build. I'm going to want to build more furniture production for what's going to be the food, the housing vaguely here. That's awkward, but we can rearrange this in a less awkward way. You can be here, so that he can be here, so that this can be a gatehouse. And then I'm going to want 1, 2, 3, because we're going to need granaries galore, yoinking the food from deep within these areas. Come across. Something like that. Something like that. Maybe not even that far that way. No, I like that far that way. Leave that there. So let this exist, then build a couple of granaries here. 1. Oh, come on, you can't fit 2 there? Maybe I move this bridge. Yeah, I think I actually moved that bridge just to fit more granaries in. Oh, I'm aware. The bridge is dying, though. One, two... That's a bit annoying. 1, 2, 3. They are willing to buy more of that, but there's no spare. I suppose I could set up. How much are they buying of it? 20... oh, no. You? You. You'll buy 3 sets of it. I can set up an extra little zone just to give you your silly iron. So, 1, 2, here. 1, 2, here. 1, 2, here. Hopefully one of those merge. Both of those merged, which is lovely. Both of those merged. Lovely. Let's get these granaries started. I wish we could fit a third. 1, 2. 3. No explodey, please. Same on this side. Something like that. Let all of these know that they only accept grain. And you are going to be fetching grain. Oh. Now this is building the cart before the horse a little bit. But I want to know how these lay out. I kind of like there, and then up, which means we can chop away this, and at least you, and at least you. How wide do I want this to be? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, yep. And there's some Marek rocks. Beautiful. Get you your gatehouse. Well, actually, I should see which ones of those merge and build the gatehouse and whatever doesn't get in the way there. And then over here... can be there. That actually leaves plenty of space in here for a reservoir. Which we will need, so I might as well shove down. How are we going to get the reservoir there? Here and then across. However, this looks like really prime land to put some local pottery production. So... and I didn't want to get in the way of the farm. Even if it's only like 2 that we can fit in here. Where do I get the water? I'm going to stick with here. Beautiful. And then start filling this in with people. Might leave this as a gatehouse to do wood production here. But the rest of that is all people. For the moment, people. And for the moment, people. Oh. That is indicating that we cut off the road to Rome, so we chop that away. We make sure we have some cut-through roads. Cut, cut. Cut, 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 cut. Whoa! Hello, game. I want all of that. All of that. Oh, it's that there was no way in. So, let's say we're leaving that for a gatehouse. And I need to leave a space just for the moment. This did fill in. And we can make the iron export. So it was 1, 2, 3. No explodey. Beautiful. Won't earn a ton of extra money, but every little bit helps. You don't accept anything except the iron. Make sure that it's marked for export again. Good. And then I should set up the import-export for oil and wine. Which I kind of like the idea of having approximately here. Well, let's just think. How much space do I need for my patricians? Okay, let's say I build it around that. Then I'd need about that much space. So, down here could definitely work. Need some labor. Now that's going to start running farms over here, but first let's set up the import-export of wine and... Yep, wine and oil. So that one can be wine, that one can be oil. Or actually the other way around. This one can be oil. This one can be wine. And then how much do we need? Export. No, not import, export. Import you. Import you. Export you, question mark? Yes, so set up 2, we'll actually set up 3, well... Yeah, 3 wine. Set up 3 wine, and... The trouble is the oil is a sea-based export. So, we're not going to set up oil import-export. Because I want to get ready to get rid of this, not to expand it more. Also, now that this is getting overwhelmed with that, you can be just this, and you can be just pottery. Especially now that this is where the excess of that goes. So if this is just going to be import-export of wine... We said we wanted 3 sets. Or at least 2 and a bit. So that I start saving up wine, not just import-exporting it. And then we want to start saving up some oil. So let's say 2. We need this not to explode. There we go. That means I need more people. But we're trying to use this. Not you. And not you. Ow, 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 ow. The import of the raw materials for this hurts. Let's make sure I've marked the final product for export. For the moment. This has got a modest excess, but not a huge one. Okay, and to me that says it's time to start setting up food here. Which means I need to tame all these natives. But I am also afraid that this is going to be where we're attacked. Let's say 1, 2, wall. 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 And then how do I tame you? That could work. The trouble is it gets in the way of a little bit of this. So if anything, I kind of want that to go 1 square further down. So that it can be used to power the wall as well. Now what I would like is for the house to live like there. Or possibly here. That makes this the ideal spot because it will power this and this. I think either of those merge will keep them. And that means I now need to tame this guy. Not a school. A mission post, thank you. Good, he's doing his loop perfectly. He's tamed all of these, so I can extend the protective wall. And then it's probably time to set up some actual tower defense stuff. There are 2 attacks on their way. So let's do a little bit here. Something like... Actually, I should take advantage of that this already exists. The only problem will be is if it decides But I can fix that by building a gatehouse there, which is silly, but it's going to do what I need. I think. No, the gatehouse would need to be around that side. Actually, that should work without a gatehouse. It just means that I'll need another one of those. So this can be... I don't actually think I even need a gatehouse then. I can just do wall the whole length. There. Rome pays more, and so must we. Very good. That house did merge, so we can get rid of you. And now we can start setting up farms. We would like a granary that isn't too much further away. Although, if I got rid of you, could I not trick the game into letting me have... No, because I'd need to get rid of that one as well. I was going to try and use this to power another set of farms like here. But it just won't work like that. Could be done like that, though. That would work. It chews up one farm here, but gives us, like, 2. I could even delete that one and claim it gives us 3. It just makes this a bit more awkward. Okay. Where else would I like some towers? I'd like some towers around this entrance area. So far, the attacks haven't been crazy. But it's always better to be safe than sorry. Nope, not that. But yes, like that. It's gonna need a house. Hopefully one of those merges. I'm actually kind of willing to keep that for the moment because it shields this. There we go, we got our merger. What? No, you're supposed to be this and this. There we go. Income will go up. Happy with that. And then once this one has its tower, we do some sneaky things. We check that all our... Actually, all our armies aren't fully reinforced. In fact, they're quite far from fully reinforced. What's going on there? You're not doing your job. Well, we can enhance you doing your job by having you yoink and you yoink. It will mean making slightly less money selling the foods, but should increase the speed at which those legionnaires get pushed out. And that means I want to save slightly more on stock. So let's say over 16. Now I shouldn't need to do that ever again before they get fully charged, and I shouldn't need to do that ever again before they get fully charged. Because I want this finished. Well, why aren't you buying... Yo! Sell me the... because they have to come back down here to sell stuff. So, where is the one that sells... you? But I thought you sold stuff first, usually. Yeah, they probably will. So it's this one that's slow, not that one. Yeah, there we go. That's beautiful. So now that one is full. And we're waiting for these two. While we wait, this is now full. And we need to connect it across to here so that this can start absorbing and filling up. Something like that, except I'm pretty sure that this should be that. Yep. Now these should all be able to start fetching from over here. And then we can chuck in more of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little bit tempted to not do that one. 6, 7. Make sure that these ones also don't explode. And now all of these should keep powering this. Caesar would like some spare iron. We have spare iron, so you're welcome to it. It's also a reminder to send him a gift. I need all of these fully full before I even think about touching this. If I do that, we can have 1, 2, 3, or accurately 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4, 5. That means this area is going to need a house, though. There is the most sensible place that I can see. Maybe there. Caesar says thank you. Legionaries, go get in the way. Archers, assist. Other legionaries, help get in the way. Other archers, well, javeliniers, assist. Looks like I was over-preparing. Beautiful. This did merge. So I can turn this into like we wanted. 1. If only there was a way to get both. Actually, turn this off. If we do that, it does cost us 1 here, but it gets us an extra 1 there. I really like the idea of 1 granary down this end. Also, possibly that granary being the way that we connect into here. This needs to not explode. Something like that. And then I need to admit that these people need to eat. So let's turn that one into the gatehouse. And then maybe it can go out this way and do wood as well, like we originally wanted. We need food, food, food. Water, water. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You may all have water. You may all have plaza. And then they need a god. And then they need education. And let's cut this away, the prerequisite amount to build what I want here, which is 3. 1 for road, 1 for the wood cutting. It also means that now this space is free for other things, like an amphitheater. The inside can, for the moment, be gardens. We might have to make them big statues eventually, but for now, this will do. Alright, and this fixes the shortfall of people. Start doing the same thing here. So, 1, 2... Should leave space for 2 sets of those things. 2. I might even do this like this. so that I don't need a second gatehouse. Yeah, I quite like the idea of doing it that way. The only thing I don't like is now where this aqueduct is. So the aqueduct's going to move a little bit for the sake of this road. And I don't like it being horrible zigzaggy. That means replacing that one, so that we can have our cut-through roads. Something like that. That is a mixed blessing, because I need another set of these now. And there's no more space here. I guess they can go here temporarily. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should keep the gods happy for another... how many? 7, 4, 8, 16, 24, 32. But we're exceeding 32k now, so I actually need even one more set. If there are 2x2 spaces down here that don't fit farms, I might as well use them for another set of temples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That keeps the gods happy for a little bit longer. And now I need to tame this guy and build this wall out across to here. If you haven't merged at the moment, I kind of want you to die. And then this stuff needs its not explodies. Alt, you need to... where will we put them? I like there. You need a doctor. I like there. Looks good enough. And then this, and then this, and then this. That could be the not explodey location here. Oh, did I build this one too wide? I built this rather too wide. Huh. How big is that loop then? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27? No, that should still be okay. It's just a bit unusually wide. Okay. This is starting to have people again, so I want to set up the pottery for this. The upside of having this be unusually wide is that we can put the warehouses in the middle. Actually, it should be the other way around. There we go. Now, I wanted food there because it fits there. And we are desperate for every single bit of food we can get on this side of the river. But then the rest was going to be clay. 1, 2, 3 to start with. One, 2, 3. These guys need their plaza. And their plaza. If you haven't merged for the moment, please die. And then I want the woodworking over here, so... actually, I don't want it to touch the amphitheater, because then the amphitheater could get stupid ideas about what it's supposed to provide service to. And then we want... Hey, Hoovy! G'day, g'day, mate. Thank you for the raid. 1, 2, 3. And then we want workshops. For those of you just joining, we're doing Rhine Fortress, a customed map. 1, 2. Unfortunately, we need to put some over here. A custom Caesar 3 map. The idea being Rome is trying to build a nice big border city on the Rhine to defend from the Germanic barbarian hordes. 1. And maybe even make it a little bit longer. And we could have this zone's gladiator and actors. Like that. That should do. Now this has pottery and furniture production. Aren't the hordes, but aren't all hordes barbarian? There are also sea hordes called pirates. Yar. This bit needs its plaza as well. Cheng. What else does this need? Until we have spare oil, I don't think it needs anything. And we now have enough spare people again that we can think about expanding the food production. So... I liked... How are we going to connect across? Here wouldn't be the worst place. Like that. No, not like that. Like... It does chew up one farm location, maybe. 1, 2... Yeah, it chews up one farm location. But we can fix that by moving you. So if I move that here, this can die. We can rearrange that to be like that. Or actually that works as well. No, 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 no. This does have to... It has to go like that or else... Yeah, or else weird things could happen with the labor fetching. This area needs its labor. That would be ideal. I really, really cross my fingers that merges. Assuming that doesn't merge, where else would be acceptable? that 2x2 space there. Assuming that none of this causes the natives to go mad. And it doesn't. If all our armies are finished... This one... No, that one's still waiting for a little bit. Which is very odd considering how long we've waited. What we will do is we'll temporarily move our barracks to, say, down here. Build this one in. And then temporarily move our barracks to over here and build a little wall section here as well. This city layout is really going to confuse archaeologists. We live to perplex Indiana Jones. That belongs in a museum. The downside is that this makes me want to move this one square back. Ah, I'm not allowed to. Well, I am allowed to if I go like that. And being able to run the towers is more important than having this one square further away from our housing, so there we go. Beautiful. It needs a house. Hopefully one of those merge. I suppose I could allow it to be even one square closer. And then have that gatehouse that I wanted. Yep, that'll work. We could come even further down here, and this could be this zone's entertainment provision. Although we'll see, because it actually looks like it's convenient to do here and make that a gatehouse. Yeah, like that for the moment. I can leave that. I want this to finish reinforcing before I move my barracks. Neither of the ones I wanted merged, which is big sad. Where will we try instead? I'm actually still going to try here, even if it eats up a farm position. But if that one doesn't work as well... there. I could also add some more in on this side, assuming it doesn't get in the way of the natives hating me. And it does not. Hell, we could have some over here. If that could move to... if that could move to here, then this could move to here. And then that could also become a farm. Every extra farm counts. And then I need to tame these ones. So how's this loop going to work? Let's assume I build a gatehouse and then do a straight line there. I guess the question is, how far across can the farms reach this way? And the useful answer seems to be there. So that rock should be our... something like that. Then we need to tame them. There is an excellent spot for a tamer. Where else? One tamer could actually go here. I want 2 on this loop because I'm perpetually scared that they're going to explode, so I'll just do 2. And then try and add in a house once they're tamed. Ooh. Okay. Here. Thank you. Here. You over here as well. You over here as well. Alright, looks like we were all well and good. We suffer like 1 legionary loss? Nah, not even. So we're full. Everything is full, which means we can move you now to start doing all the other things. So like I'd like you here for a little bit. And then giving this some towers. Who knows? Maybe one day we have to fight Caesar. There we go. And once those are filled up, we move it over here and start charging up these towers and these towers. Hiya, Baron. G'day, g'day, g'day. Thank you for doing the annoying mod stuff so that I can play Norway Home. Norway Home's probably what I'll play next. As the next map. Well, the next map after today. That one did merge, so I'm now extremely happy about that. And we shove all the extra farms we can in here. So farm, 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 farm. Are you tame? No, you aren't tame. I almost exploded myself. Something like that. That one works, but this one not yet. Well, actually that one does work. And then that one, and then that one, and then that one. But I need to fit one of these in. And it just, unfortunately, it's going to have to eat the space that a farm wants. And then this is going to want labor, both for the tower power and for powering these ones. If that doesn't merge... I guess I just am big sad if that doesn't merge is the answer. Oi! Oh god, no. Why are you doing that? Because of the house. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry. I've turned off the house. Okay, now they're happy again. We can build that house back. Here. Here. Crunch! Okay, I'm loving how full this is. Enough that I could possibly start pushing this up. And deleting off some of our slave labor zones. So... Ka-ching. Give these guys water. Done. If you haven't merged, please die for the moment. That gives space for your amphitheater. Kind of conveniently. This needs the rest of its plaza. And these are now charged up enough that I'm willing to give this its baths. Which means we should start taxing at a non-zero rate. So you can become tax. We tax at 8. We pay at 2 above Rome. Actually, we'll pay at 5 above Rome because I'm that generous. And then we give you your bath. Where will we squeeze the bath? If I kill this one, I get 2. So, but actually that side cannot fit where the bath needs to be. So, I kill that one and I get 2. That means they also need normal theatre. And then they need barber and school. Well, actually, no. They don't need barber because we're just going to medium insulate for now, not ultra nice insulate. Although I could start yoinking the oil over. It definitely could be done. So be it. Let's yoink that oil over. I would like the oil to live approximately there. And that means you need your barber. The trouble is I can fit another house there. Whereas this space is useless to me, so I'll put it there. We are going to need a gatehouse down this end. This is going to need its plaza. And then we can be a little bit cheeky and connect that into a loop. Beautiful. This says the world is ugly. We can chuck in a medium statue for you. One there, one there. These will finish upgrading. And then these guys need market, market, market. They need God. We're up to Neptune. They need tax. They need a bath. They need normal theatre. These are probably deleting to build another set eventually. What else? Market, 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 God, entertainment, entertainment. They need a library. Lovely. That one didn't merge either. Big sad. What if we do it the other way around? Wait for this guy to spawn out again. Try this one. I don't know how that just got a person. I didn't see a move in guy. There's also enough oil yoinked over here now. So we should give this schooling. They are not, in fact, too cool for school. So there and there. Make space for some schools. And ta-da! Most of them level up to max level. This guy thinks the world is ugly. See if an extra
I've heard there are jobs here.
one of them helps.
I want to be a lion tamer.
Cheers! Thank you kindly for the follow. And then this one. How can I make this even prettier? We could shove a big statue here. That should help this one and this one be happy. Yep. And then we need to leave one layer of trees for the woodcutters, but we can have a layer of large statues to try and make up for the fact that there we go. That there are the woodcutters. That's almost... Ooh. Oh, yep, that's my bad. I forgot to engineer this up. There, have two engineers. We'll get rid of one in a sec. Yeah. That's my stupidity. There we go. Two. More of these. And now that this is nice and tame, add in these ones. This one also needs its not explodey. Something like that. If these towers are finished, and they are, you can move over here. For the moment, you will live there. Actually, no. You will live there. Flanked by engineers so that we're sure that you don't explode. And then we can put our towers in here as well. Tower, 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 tower. Double check that this is all tamed. It does look all tamed. Extend the wall. tower. And now we run into a problem. Well, sucks to be us, but this is being one tile shorter. Means we can't fit in quite as many farms, but it does mean that the towering is very easy to do. I would like one of the houses to go here. Unfortunately, that's also prime farmland. But it has to go somewhere. Well, actually there is a really nice spot for it. We'll see if that merges. The other sneaky thing we can do is... like that. Actually, that's probably fairly livable. It definitely gives us all these towers. It sadly doesn't give us many extra farms. It gives us like 2 extra farms. Let's see if that one works, even though it costs me a farm. In fact, maybe there's something to be said for cutting this across earlier and then having another row here. We'll see if these merge first. You still think the world is ugly? I'm willing to give you a couple more big statues. Very good. These ones, we can chuck in some small statues. And maybe a big statue. Good. For that one. I don't think there's anything that I can fit within range of you, unless I'm willing to give up a house space. We'll see if it fixes you. Yeah, okay, then I'll give up 1 house space. And that means that now we can go be silly by deleting these and making them all optimal. So, you die so that there's a house here, and here. And we put gardens in the middle. Wrong way around for that. But yes, here and here. Then we get rid of you and you. Wait for those to expand, and then we delete you. Yeah. Our oil use is actually gone up enough that we need a couple more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. I've definitely got the workers. That's a wall. Look, we take our defense... Ugh, this did not merge. Very seriously. What if we swap you to there, and then try if this one merges? You might say this is excessive, and I would say the obvious place to have the biggest attacks come from is from the wrong side of the Rhine. That's where the barbarians are supposed to come from in terms of, like, lore. This isn't connected to here yet. So, you... There. There. Now this is connected to there in terms of tower stuff. We are slightly overproducing what I need to deliver here, so we'll trim that back and add in a way to get in here. Possibly there. Unfortunately, that can be a... So could that, though. I think we do like that. And yes, that means that that is one. But sacrifices have to be made to be able to get the grain out. And that means that now I would prefer this house to live here. If it merges there. But actually I was kind of saving that for a farm, so I'd prefer the house to be... here. Or here. If that doesn't merge, this one might stay there. Now what else do these people need? Or are they just being sulky? Can give them some big statues. And some gardens. They aren't too cool for school, so what's the plan when the barbarians get through the wall? Cry. If they get through this wall, we cry. There are also two near-ish by legions. This goes away. We build these towers. No, I didn't want... Well, there's as good as anywhere. There, 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 and there. Actually, it's not as good as anywhere. So I can have two if I get rid of that. Like that. Hey, Technoplast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That one did merge. But this one did not. Cry frown sad. I reckon we turn that into another storage that's relatively near the river crossing. Technically it could go there. Actually, now that this is here, well, no. I don't actually like this here. I don't mind it there, but it can't go there because it will get in the way of this labor fetching. So you turn into that. Does waste a little bit of space there. And then across there. Get rid of those ones. And then this. Oh. This guy is somehow not getting his labor. So we delete off that square. Move you to here. Come on. And then I can delete that. Yeah. More of them are going to fall over. I know. My fault for not checking if the no-fall down building was doing its job. This needs a no-fall down building. So it has one. And then I need to do the stuff on this loop. So here, 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 here. Here. Which lets that happen. Might mean we need an extra... Actually, that means we... Oh, I'd like to rearrange that road to here, but can't. These new ones might fail to find this labor. We'll see. That's about as good as it's getting. This needs its not fall down on the inside of here. I will put 2 in because I'm paranoid that they're going to go walking the wrong way. And because I'm a little bit tempted to build a... Well, I was tempted to build a thing out to here, but now it's kind of pointless. Yeah, okay. The only reason I would now add this in is for labor to these towers, which we can control with a gatehouse. Eventually. Wait for them to get charged up with people first, though. Alright, then we need another zone. And we need you to evolve up so that we have slightly more people in you as well. So, school. There looks good. There looks good. I'm willing to bet that those cover what I need. Yep, beautiful. Then they need a barber, which fits conveniently there. And then they need their entertainment walkers for this thing. So, where am I going to place them? I'd like to place them further away from here. It looks like we're... Well, that's okay. Getting rid of you. Getting rid of you. You. Yes, and they can come out here. So, gladiator. The actor can go near, because the actor is pretty. And the only question is if these do the loop properly. So, maybe like that instead. I'm sure they'll go the right way sometimes. Right. Right. Rome pays more wages, and so must we. Jump up to 45. This is taxed, it's entertained, it's schooled, it's libraried. It doesn't have a health clinic, you say? Yes. You aren't lying. Where will I shove it? Here actually works. Live there. Alright, and then we're going to build another housing zone here, so... This is going to become fetching granaries. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, if they fit. 2, 3. Yes, 4 of them look like they will fit. Get rid of you. You're also a stupid cut-through road now that you face into a warehouse. So this is going to be gatehouse, not next to the rocks. There. Hopefully one of those merge. Some of these think the world needs to be a little bit prettier. I'm willing to shove some gardens in the middle of there. There we go, that fixed those ones. And then we can fix the gaps. So we go, none of you, because instead we can have a house here and a house here, and a house here, and a house here. Although actually then a house here will work. Which means a house there. And a house on either side of you. And you. And you. In an ideal universe, you, and we get rid of you. And then one more in this corner as well. Venus is grumpy. Sure thing, lady. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where else can we have some temporary ones? 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should keep the gods happy again. Keep things pretty enough that they should want to evolve, but constrain you from evolving in the wrong direction. Trusting that you'll think it's pretty enough to evolve. Both of these merged, perfect. Something like that. Come across. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. There. 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 Not there. That's unfortunate. We'll go like that. That. And we'll put the not explodey building in there. Okay, and now we can put one in the corner there. One in the corner there. Okay. Keep merging. And one in the corner there. One in the corner there, one in the corner there. And we can start deleting off the next one of these. What's a dictator stream? So you'll notice Technoplast in the bold strategy. Crying is a bold strategy. You'll notice in the points redeems there is an option called dictator stream. It basically means you can ask me to play an old easily emulatable or otherwise freeware game for 2 hours. Or a game that I have in my Steam or GOG libraries, which are visible and available to see from the About section of my Twitch page. So get rid of this one as well. And start erasing this one. And today's is none other than Goka, directly above you in chat, has asked that we play a DS game. A DS game that they quite like. Do I have enough fruit to send you that? I do. And enough weapons, and enough for a gift. This guy seems to think the world is a bit ugly. So we'll give a second one of these, because this loop is going to want one as well. The downside is it means that's now silly. We do that. Really? Oh, you're too near this fort. Forts are extremely ugly. So that's going to be tough to overcome. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Emperor says thank you. Emperor says thank you. The wall is finished. So is this wall. I do need one over here. I think when this one finishes, I'll teleport it back here briefly. Finish giving this its doubles. And then go down here. Or actually, we'll do it the other way around, because... then I don't have to move it back. Although, I might end up moving it down here. Here is a reasonable place to move out, because what I want to do is... This is going to want to be patrician farming. So I need to clear this space out, which means this weapons industry can't be here. So I kind of want to move the weapons making to over here, which we will therefore do right now. So if I say I want to do it, let's just do it. It also lets us set up some local furniture production so that this loop isn't trying to eat furniture from up here. So one for you, one for pottery. They can eat the oil from here though. And that conveniently gives us a space for the doctor. And the barber. And now this... Oh god, hiccups. You'd like to see Caesar play the Ides of March game. Beware the Ides of March. This one is fetch. Actually, the nearer one should fetch pottery. The further away one should be the wood one. Set up the wood as we said. So 1, 2 seems like enough. Should be more than enough realistically. weapons. I don't even know if I can have enough workshops to do that, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can. 5. This needs to not explode. There we go. Make sure this knows it accepts weapons. And then we transition the weapons industry away from here. And that does mean no more selling weapons overseas, but we're rich enough that I don't think we care. Those towers are finished, so let's set up these ones. Kind of makes me sad, because now this fort is in the wrong place. I don't really want to move it there. I'd feel better about moving it here. Kind of a painful waste of weapons. What a time for the attack to come. Here. Here. Just after I delete some units. Here. Okay. They are going to need a house. Let's chuck that house. Come on, finish dying. Chuck the house here. Hopefully that merges. We need a way in and out. I actually kind of prefer the gatehouse to be here. Because eventually we're going to want this to face this way for feeding the patricians. Something like that. Slow down. Alright, we're doing okay. No, 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 no. Go back home. And Mr. Barracks was going to come live over here for a while. While we chuck this towers down. Make sure any gaps in the wall that aren't covered by trees, which are invulnerable, are covered by walls. Why use walls when you can have trees? Yep, that's perfect. And then once that fills in, and maybe like... Come on, these two as well. And then we've got to work out where this is going to live in the long term. Realistically, it should live down here, where this is producing weapons. Probably the most sensible place. Now I need to work out how we're getting you water. Conveniently, the aqueduct is right here. That gets half of you water. But what about the bottom half? Something like that. And in fact, that lines up perfectly with the existing aqueduct. We need the fetching granaries. You go get wheat. You go get wheat. You go get wheat. You go get wheat. Do it. The only thing I'll say is that might make this start to explode, so I'll chuck in an extra maintenance man. And then we have to give these guys their water. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That sucks, we're slightly the wrong length, but whatever. Have your water. Have your plaza. Have your plaza. If you haven't merged, you may die off for the moment. Not you. I'm going to trust one of you to merge. Trust one of you to merge. Unfortunately, that means all of these are wrong. So you're wrong, and then you're wrong, and then you're wrong. That's kind of annoying. Get rid of you, you. I'm willing to bet that these have started to run out of... Yep. So, no. No, 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 no. Every single one of these may be converted back to working population. Wait for this to finish filling up. You can go away. This side needs... No, it doesn't, because it's got it here. I was going to say it's gladiators. What we could do is start moving the God Ghetto, at least part, into over here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sadly, a fifth will not fit. But we do need one in here, so 5. Rome pays even more wages. Let's just pay that. Now I know I never need... Now I know I never need to raise it any higher. These are close enough to full now. Market, market, market. Tax office. It's already got God. It needs education. You know, that should probably be the school. education. Okay, we need entertainment. Amphitheatre does fit there conveniently well. Given all the other mergers. That could be normal theatre. Give the middle their gardens. What else have I forgotten? Well, let's see if the schools are reaching the whole way round. Not quite, as is the typical problem of schools. Schools have really crappy range, so we shove in another. Just to try and encourage these to evolve. To make sure that you think the world is pretty. Wait for that one to mergify out. Which it's not going to do whilst that is there. Bath. So actually, let's undo that and put the bath there. You and you go away. We can strain this from expanding in the wrong direction with a small statue. We wouldn't mind a large statue or two behind here to make up for the water. Needs a cut-through road there. That should make them forgive me for the water. You won't be inside range of water. One there. But the rest of that I think's worked very well. We get rid of you. We build one more house there. This thinks it's ugly, and there's not a lot I can do. I could shove in one medium statue, two medium statues, three medium statues, but that is literally the extent that we can do if that doesn't make you happy. Okay, what about you? Oil, that's fine. I can wait for oil. Market ladies will do their job. The real question is this enough to power all of this? And it kind of looks like we need one more. And I definitely have the population to run one more. How full of food are they? They're reasonably full of food. We can get rid of the slave labor camps now. Chomp. Chomp. This also means getting rid of our god ghetto. Where will we put the god ghetto now? Some of the god ghetto could go here. fine. Once these are full, we can move this away. You sadly did not merge. What about that one? And then we should start setting up the, we should start setting up the patrician zone. So, time to lose you. And you. And all of you. In fact, probably just, well, I should keep all of this until we've exported this, right? And there's no reason not... Yeah, there is reason not to export this, because it's taking up space that I need for the patrician food. So... you can all die. I probably just get rid of these two. This should live over here, which is actually a case for having these not here. Where will those gods go, though? Some can go here. Rather than these being medium temples, they could also be gods. There is almost no downside to that. If I move that to there, then I can even squeeze in a no-explodey building for those guys. That's still going to be the gods being rather angry. We squeeze any over here. Yes, and over here. That can now be disconnected safely. Technically, that will be maintained by that road. There we go. Does that make up for what we took from you gods? Mercury and Mars would like one more. Give it a couple of seconds to see if that is still the case. Mercury and Mars would still like one more. This is going to become the Academy. That's space for the barracks. And you know what? We can maybe fit... Not quite. Can't quite fit Mercury and Mars in here. Enough Mercury. Where's Mars gonna live? You know what? We'll move you there. You can die. And then that can be Mars. Problem solved. Gods should be acceptably happy again. Rather than Mars being angry, let's throw him a little festival. These have all chonked up, so this may move now back over here. Die, 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 die. Die. You know what? All of this can just die now. Okay. We no longer export this. None of it. This. None of it. This. None of it. It's all mine. Well, I'm going to allow what's there to export. In excess of 16. Furniture? No more. Pottery. Yes, we'll still sell pottery to the natives. I don't sell you. I don't sell you. I will still sell you, I will still sell you, and I will still sell you. And now we need to set up the patrician farming. Your city looks way larger than 7k pop. It's only three loops. 1, 2, 3. I think you're used to maybe being a bit zoomed out, Baron. I suspect you're maybe a bit used to being zoomed out in Augustus. Dare I say. Now, patrician farms. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. And then in this direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. In my ideal universe, actually the other way. I'd like that to be there, and then I'd like this to be where it supplies labor. Yes, we have no working dock anymore, sucks to be our boat people. If this supplies labor, this will work perfectly for here. In fact, it could work perfectly all the way out to there. Other thing we want to do is try and make all our now crappy tents move up to at least slightly less crappy tents. So you... Good. That one. That one. This loop is running off here, so it doesn't have a crappy tent. Technically, this doesn't need labor access anymore, but we'll assume that an attack comes from this direction and I want to re-strengthen it quickly in the future. Yep, you... I don't think we're going to be able to make that one go up. It's too close to too many towers, but we will try. No, actually I did, okay. Where's your one? Your one is down here. Okay, and then that one. Good. What can I do about you? I can delete that, turn that into a well, turn this into plaza, and that one. Yes. Now you. That one. Very good. And then this one. Very good. Is there any that I've missed? I got that one, I got that one, I got that one. I got that one, I got that one. I missed you. Okay, I think that's all our crappy labor tents almost solved. Not this one. Although I could stop exporting this as well. It makes us not really very much money. We'll see if it fits around the patrician farms or not. This one has succeeded. So, yes to you. Okay, and now we need the granaries. We need to bring this stuff down towards where the patricians are going to live. Honestly, I'd probably delete this and just turn it into the patrician granaries. So here, here, die off for the moment. You go like that, and like that. This is going to need road. And I don't mind making that one level of zigzag. And then we're going to want food type 1, food type 2, food type 3, no explodey, no explodey. Maybe this is the entertainment buildings for the patrician zone, we'll see. For now, that's you. And you. And you. Except that I did the wrong ones. It's meant to be fetching. No explodey. This is a much more reasonable distance to be moving food between. Rather than the insanity of trying to move food from here all the way down to here. Looks like they're just barely keeping up. You know what? I'll move that there, that there. You are gonna have to go somewhere else. There for the moment. So, you and a Mars. Because it really looks like this needs one more granary. It's a hard life keeping this zone in food. 6 has got to be enough though, right? And now that this is here, we can start setting up these farms. So 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. Get the road back. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we want one more of each kind, 1, 1, 1. Maybe even one more. So we have a teeny tiny relative deficit of the second kind of food. I'm sure we'll live. And then this zone needs its not explodes. So here, I'd rather have too many than too few. And then we need to mark out the patricians. The first thing is, where does the hippodrome fit? Because it is the roughest thing to fit things around. There looks good. So, where was that? Hippodrome, please. Undo. I said undo. There. So, across. And then how far across? And how far down? So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come across. How far across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down. This connects to the food supply. Actually, no. It will connect to the food supply there. So that labor walkers from here don't get confused about walking down this. And then we also need it to get supply of this. And what is going to be this and furniture. The nearest furniture depot is there. I should build one up this end. And it looks like we don't need any of this. Kind of looks like we do need another oil fetcher, though. Maybe even 2 more oil fetchers. And you can be furniture. You can also be furniture. Now that this is charged up, that doesn't need to exist. You can be pottery. If we really care, this can be that gatehouse. And I might as well have them be both kinds. The only danger is that they will try and get labor from there, but that's actually not a danger either because that one is there, so that's all good. Like that. There we go. And that's going to fetch them those resources. We want our house so that this all doesn't explode as quickly as possible. This one, actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4, I want it there. There. And there and there. Something looks wrong with that. No, it just looks it. It isn't. This needs to exist quickly so that I can give the not exploding. I was right to build a tower set here. You, get down here. You as well. You, as well. You, as well. Hopefully, the tower box does enough. Yep, looks good. They destroyed one section of wall. Whatever will I do? We will rebuild. What's going on here? We should be importing that. Oh, we've got 6 of these. Maybe I need 8. Then 8 we shall have. Maybe it's just that I've got all those running, and we've got this still running. So no more export of oil. No more export of wine either. This is all the money we're ever going to have. These exist. We can now set up the no explodies. So no explodey. No explodey. No explodey. We need to get water over here. I would like it to be there. And essentially in the same position, but over here. Well, then like that. like that. Making sure that's still a cut-through road. And here, and here. Okay. Then what? Then we need the entertainment walkers for this zone, so have a chariot maker, have a lion house, have a gladiator school, and have a actor colony. I maybe went a bit nuts with that. We'll put one here. We can stop them walking the wrong way there with one more gatehouse. Although it's going to make making this pretty a bit harder. This zone is going to need its plazas. It's going to need its gardens. Okay. Central statues. What have I done wrong there? Have I accidentally made this one too wide? I've accidentally made this one too wide. Okay. We will change how we're doing things. We'll go... library. Theatre. There's no such... Actually, no. One of these could be a bath. Yeah. Theatre can go up there. So that bath can come here. There's no mistakes. There's only happy accidents, right? School. And then this is all going to be medium statues instead of a large... No, I haven't got it wrong. I'm just doing the math wrong on how... I'm an idiot. Exclamation mark idiot. Let's do this again. Here. Library there. Theatre there. Bath there. And what was the other one? Library, theatre, bath. School. Like that. And then these two go away to be water. Except that I built the water one square too far away there. Which is annoying. On the other hand, it means this now gets to be a beautiful straight line. There we go. Okay. It needs its Colosseum. That actually works perfectly, still leaving a space here so that Colosseum doesn't touch this. If this is overflowing, I'd like the excess to come here so that it's easier to drag across to there. What else does this need? It needs all the gods. There we go, there are your gods. The rest of that can be statues. Make you accept the world is pretty. What else do we need? We need library and... No. We do need school. But we need... See if that reaches everything. We need... Obstacle. And academy. Other than that, we want to set up... one more set here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 3. And the rest of that is basically designated statue space. Try and make you accept this as pretty. There's some 2x2 building that we can have there. Double fountain. We do still need the markets. I feel like 4 is a good number. But I think now that's it, and then everything else can just be extra prettiness. See, but I suspect that that's now good. Let's see if the school kids are going where I need them. Yes, they are. You've got a working hippodrome. Ah, I did forget one thing. The most important thing to do to patricians. To tax them. Goodbye, you. Hello, forum. Okay. And the only other thing is to connect up... Well, actually, I don't want to connect up here to the rest of the universe, because then these people will start trying to eat the other kinds of food, and I don't want them doing that. So what I will accept instead is temporarily moving this to here until this is fully charged with things, and then we move it back. Sure. Check out temples. What's that? Looks like they want slightly more, which is okay. We can give them one more set. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Quite surprised the market ladies have eaten up. I suppose they are fully charged market ladies. 600, 600, 600, 600, 600, 600. Eaten up so much food, I was going to say. Now, what was that you want, Caesar? Some iron. For... I was going to say for a short period I could allow some iron collection there. What am I going to do about that? If I move that there, this can die, that can move there. That could become a warehouse. And I could add in some iron collection at the end of here. Caesar's iron problem dealt with. This is now fully charged up, so this may move back to over here. Let's give this guy his well. Very good. And then we're going to need to engage in propaganda, where we start telling our patricians they need a second type of wine. Sure, I'm importing wine. What's your problem? Not enough entertainment. I did forget the amphitheater. There we go. That can become amphitheater. Oh wow, that's too ugly for you? Okay. Let's chonk down you. Chonk down you. Try and squish some more plaza in. Really? Well, I guess these central ones are going to have to become medium statues as well. Gardens are not cutting the mustard. That should get that one. What about you, though? That might just touch you. You know what we could do is we could get some marble and trade over these temples, or at least one of them, to a oracle. That would help. So where does marble come from? This import. Go. And it can live in here. There's some marble. That will help us with you. And which one of these gods do we get rid of? We'll move Ceres to somewhere over here. It helps. What if we gave you all the gardens you could dream of? You still aren't quite happy enough. What about then? Kill off you. Replace the gardens again. It really doesn't like the gatehouse. I might have to see if I can live without that one. Even though it's going to make some of this a bit iffy on the labor getting. And that will free up space for one more oracle. If we move you to there, then that can become an oracle. So can that. There. I'm sure that will get the last of this, right? No, you still think it's ugly. Another oracle. There we go. 6 full max patricians. Come live here. Get rid of stupid forests. Come live here. You come help. You come help. We need to make sure that this is now 14%, because we are not exporting anything anymore. We need taxes to carry us. And now we could set up other export again. We still have spare people. And for example, this place will still buy lots of wheat and fruit. Wheat, fruit, wood. So, wheat, fruit. Enemy troops too near. True objection. 1. Actually, that means these should go up this end. Wheat, fruit. Not you two. Very good. Go home. Two, 3. I guess I could put... No, it only really gets me like 1 more farm. So we'll stick like that. Tell it that we can export this again though. When there's spare. And the same with wheat. And what was the other thing we could make to export? Wood. So... something like that. But I need to fit a wood warehouse in somewhere. There will do. And then how many? 2. That means I could, in theory, reopen this. Sure. Even if it's just the one. There. That's a little bit of weapons and a little bit of wood to export. As long as you don't try and export those, which, no, we're fine with that because you don't touch that and I've set it not to export. Yes. Between that and the taxing the patricians as they fill in, I think we should be turning a profit again. This kind of needs to not accept furniture now. Yep, we've turned a technical profit. And that's whilst doing 4,000 in construction, and that's whilst these haven't exported the whole year, and the little bit of weapons and timber from here haven't exported the whole year. So I reckon we're good to now just speed up. Speed up, let prosperity tick up, and GG. What do you mean no working dock? Huh? No, there's a working dock. Game? Maybe it was complaining that it hadn't found its workers yet, but now it's found its workers. This guy isn't finding his workers, though. Why? Well, connect you to the other side, see if you work better that way. We're already paying max wages, so we don't need to care about that. Gods, happy. Roman city threatened. Caesar wants weapons. I'll say don't export until we have 20 then. We will send a force to help. We will send the snakes and the stallions. There you go. Give you your weapons, give you a gift. I need to say don't export this until there's 10. Because Caesar wants some. Speed back up. Are these filling in? Yes. How's tax look? We are hugely in profit now. Look at how much better taxes are. An extra half again the tax we were making. Every single patrician that moves in and feeds us their tax dollar. We're at full 100 favor. The only thing people have to complain about is there is a slight unemployment problem. If I really cared that much, I could start doing some emergency, if we're attacked, assistance. This just chews up a little bit of the unemployment. And in the event that we are attacked over here, we get some bonus defensive prefects. Now unemployment is under 10%. You ideally want it to be between 0 and 5, but 5 and 10 is the second best range from memory. Or maybe it's 0 and 4. But anyway. Below 10 is the next important one. And we're there. Speed up. Maybe 2 more years of prosperity increase. And maybe 3 more years of peace increase. Give or take. I am a little concerned about how little pottery there is there. The wall did not fail. They didn't even damage the wall. One more year, as long as prosperity is still going up. And it is. GG! And as long as we're still making money. And we are, so we're safe. Caesar would like a stupid amount of weapons, but we don't care. Because we've already won. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh. Not too bad. First try. If only there was betting.